Back at it again with Blake Manor. We're having a hard time, of course, trying to figure out where to go from here. I couldn't figure out, and I still don't quite know what is to be drawn here. What we're trying to do, in theory, is if I could figure out this piece of paper, I would have, I hope, better access to whatever I'm supposed to unlock. Obviously, there's something on this paper that I am missing or will unlock. Maybe something I can ask other people in the household. Because there seems to be this huge thing about, you have to unlock certain pieces to have something to talk to people about. And I just cannot figure this one out. I mean, now that we know where the room is, I can probably come back later and ask someone about it. So this is tied to her attendance. So we're supposed to decipher the note, which is one lead, but then there's also a treasure map, which is a different lead. So we have a few options that we can follow regarding her attendance, like what made her come here. But we also have questions about the bedroom itself, which we did get some good information. The problem, oops, I didn't mean to back out of that. But the problem is I don't know what else we're supposed to do. We have the visions. We found a lot of things, but am I supposed to be asking someone something now that we know what her room looks like? Because it didn't give me an option to make a hypothesis. So clearly something is still missing about the vision. Maybe we're supposed to ask someone about the vision. We learned quite a bit about the fight, but we have to still double check Mr. Hunter's statement and Mr. Varley's statement, because both people have claimed different things. So I don't have to necessarily deal with this right now, because unfortunately I don't know how to solve that. Why is he lurking? What's going on here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Ward. Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room. It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
The problem with telling him the truth is if we haven't ruled him out as a potential suspect.
I thought Miss Dean might have left me a note. No luck, though.
Wait. Didn't you say at lunch that you didn't know her? Well, which is it, sir?
In truth, I'm looking to where Miss Dean has gone. Someone has reason to believe she's gone missing.
She's gone? I thought I hadn't seen her. But I suppose I was hoping I'd just missed her. I mean, I saw her late on Tuesday night. I didn't speak to her, but she didn't seem to be herself. She looked like she might have spent some significant time at the bar. She went towards the East Tower behind you. I considered following her to see if she was all right, but, well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I'm not one to go chasing a woman. So, but if you believe something to have happened to her then, well, as I mentioned, she was out of it when I saw her. I'd say she was at the bar, and that is likely true. But she may well have been there getting something from the barman. The porter, Doyle. He's a bit of a user, and Evelyn always finds those. Anyone with a supply can share a supply. Maybe you can learn something from him?
I saw signs of someone having wandered this way, less than gracefully earlier. And I have spoken with Mr. Doyle. You've both been a great help. I'll find her, Mr. O'Mara. Don't you worry.
Maybe. Let's hope so.
So she was wandering the grounds in the days just before her disappearance. What does that all mean? I really don't know. But now we can make a hypothesis, which I do appreciate that. Okay. So Mrs. Dean was seen wandering the south corridor in a daze caused by, I guess, a signal under her bed.
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor, brought on by the markings painted under her bed. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They use magic.
It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends, whatever those may be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Okay. So we learned some stuff, but then we didn't learn some stuff. We still haven't finished the fight. We haven't finished the haunting, and we haven't... That one we really haven't finished. So with this one, is there a portal here is our focus. Where is that? That's a hard one. Because we've researched quite a bit. So we still have a lot of questions that we can ask. We learned that she was wandering. We learned some papers. We can ask people about this treasure map. But the problem is it's the people that we always need to ask, which is the support staff. So we need to see Doyle and Mr. Varley again to ask these other questions. We have a lot of people to ask questions to. Okay, well, it's almost 9 o'clock, which puts us at a bad spot. I could go see the father and ask him now if I think he knows anything. That explains why things were tipped over, because we were like, why is everything... Oh, I'm going the whole wrong way. I think he's this way. Where is he? No. I'm still going the wrong way. Okay. Because I want to ask him... Here you are again.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I didn't need to see him. Sorry.
I'll take...
Go with...
I don't know why I thought I needed to see him. I need to ask Doyle something again, so I can go back to the bar. Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't need to see the father again. The bar is downstairs. We're gonna turn this way. Because Doyle, do you know something else? I mean, I've talked to everyone, I feel like, a million times over. There are a ton of people in here. Okay. What's up, Doyle? Let's ask about this treasure map. Does this riddle mean anything to you, Mr. Doyle? Well, it does seem to say you should be spending more time outdoors. I don't know. It's better to ask someone else. Okay. What about the chimney charm? I found this on the ground. What do you make of it? I've seen Mr. Hunt with that kind of thing before. He's into old-fashioned stuff. Do you know anything about the Fae, Mr. Doyle? Best not to talk about them, sir. At least not to call them by name. I met one once, out on the grounds. I thought maybe he was a guest I hadn't seen yet, but the moment I saw him in the eyes, and he asked me for my name, my own voice asking my name from my own face, I knew if I stayed, I had given him my name, and I knew that if he had that, I'd not be seen again. Not the real me. I never knew until that night how fast my legs could carry me.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Well, while you're here, Doc.
Mr. Ward.
Why not? What does this look like to you? A magical charm. It could be protective, but the raw materials, the way it's wrapped, my guess is a binding spell.
I have to be well.
Okay. So you two are helpful. I don't know where all the wait staff is. I would love to be able to ask people these questions. Where are the people who work here? And how come they can never be found? Mr. Varley, where is he at? Like, there's all these people, but I can never find the people that I need to find. It's the weirdest thing. Because to me, it's like, for people who work here, shouldn't they be just out and about all the time? But they're literally never here. I don't need anything from her. If I ring the bell, is he going to show up? Because, yeah, I need to talk to you, Mr. Varley. And I don't have time to hunt you down. Yes. Because I know you're here. Alright, what's up with the Seance contract? I imagine Miss Montavani is being paid quite handsomely for this event, am I right? There are more people claiming to be accomplished mediums than you would think, but Mr. Blake absolutely insisted that the grand seance be manned by the best of the best. And it does so happen that the best of the best requires paying for their skill. Okay. Does this mean anything to you, Mr. Varley? It's certainly a riddle, Mr. Ward. Hardly my domain. I see mentions of the garden, however, you might ask our groundskeeper. I found this on the ground. What do you make of it? My apologies, Mr. Ward. With all the activity, the cleaning schedule hasn't been as regular as usual. I couldn't say what it is. It looks like a figurine of some sort, made out of some sticks and horsehair, perhaps a toy Mr. Hunter made for the Master Walter.
I need nothing.
Certainly.
Okay, well, at least he gave me information and I didn't have to go figure out where he's supposed to be. I don't need anything from Miss Barbosa. I don't know where the maids are. Because, you know, apparently they just disappear. Maybe I will peek at the stable. Because Mr. Hunter, he is a wealth of knowledge. Or at least he should be. Okay. Because if not, the ball starts at 9 o'clock. Mr. Hunter is not out here. Maybe he's at the garden? Because he has to be somewhere. These people, they live on the property, so there's no way that they don't exist somewhere. Okay, let's try the gardens again, because sometimes I've seen him just lingering outside. Nope, he's not out here either. Somebody's out here. Oh, Mr. Dupree. I don't really need anything from you, Mr. Dupree. I can never find the people that I need. Okay, well, I'm not sure where these people are then. They just have disappeared. Okay, let's look at the library really quick. I never found Mrs. Quinn either. So, again, these people are like impossible to get at. Oh, there you are. Oh, everybody's in here. Now, what's funny is it doesn't tell you that. But I have the book you wanted. What? Listen, I don't want to talk unless you have that book. I'm afraid I don't have the time to talk. You can have the book.
Actually, I believe I might have the records you're looking for.
Wait, look at that. You do indeed. Where was it?
Miss Barbosa had it.
How did she get it? Of course, I loaned it to her during tea and then forgot. Too many late night researching. Speaking of which, page 78, and that's what I was looking for. Thank you, sir. You've helped me a lot. I'm not sure why you would, but you have. I haven't seen you since before the incident with the bird, unless I'm wrong.
Rest assured, miss, we haven't met. My name's Declan Ward. I've only arrived recently.
Even then, I still would have missed you if you hadn't come by the library, I mean. Anyhow, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Ward. My name is Quarantine Quinn. You can call me Quarantine, and I might now owe you a favor. But for now, thank you sincerely, and please do excuse me. I have work to do. I have questions. I haven't had a chance to talk to you. You're killing me. She seems to have left something behind. What is Miss Quinn planning? She has a scrap of paper. I had her schedule, right? Was there something else I need to do with Miss Quinn? Sorry, let's go back, because we still didn't get to talk to her, which is crazy. She like ran off so quick. Where is she? Okay, so she has quite a bit going on here. We're supposed to find a body of water. How would I even know what that is? Okay, there's a note written on the back. Ritual requires a body of water. I can use the bathtub and the ladies on the first. Oh, I gotta go to the first floor? Where is the ladies' restroom? I think we have seen that before. Was there anything else back here that I haven't looked at? I don't think so. Well, unfortunately, I still didn't get to finish, but they said there's a ladies' restroom on the first floor. Where was that? Could only have a little bit of time before the next call. This is the supply closet, which we've been in before. I still can't get in there. Trying to figure out where would the restroom be. That's a staff only. There's no doors going that way. Dining room is closed. We already went out to the stable. That says staff. No, East Tower, but that's not really where I'm trying to go right now. I'm trying to remember where I saw a bunch of restrooms. Now there's changing rooms. I don't remember seeing a tub in there. On the first floor, there's referred to bathrooms. There's a men's washroom. Was there one somewhere else? Well, it's not going to be outside. It must be next to the men's. Maybe I'll go back to the atrium. Because we did see bathrooms somewhere earlier. I think I need to go up the stairs. Where was the men's? It was in the corridor. Right? We found that mystery room, which was just driving me nuts. I think we went to the wrong corridor. Was it this corridor? No, I think, oops. Okay, trying it again. This is the gents, right? But there was a ladies somewhere. Clearly it's not this one. But there has to be a ladies somewhere. So this corridor isn't it. I think we just came from this one. Right, because Father Sanat is in here. What door is that? Oh, it's just a closet. Just making sure I'm not missing the ladies. Okay. 'Cause I know we saw one earlier. So it's not this hallway. I'm not gonna bother the father again because he's... Okay, so it's not the hallway with Father Sanat in it. It's not the hallway with the gents. So... I don't think it's this hallway. Because none of these are labeled women's. Because the East Tower doesn't have a bathroom, does it? No. So... I can't even imagine now where the women's restroom is. I could have swore we saw one though. I'm like 100% sure we saw a women's restroom somewhere. Oh, this is the ladies. Okay, because I was like, yeah, I know there's one somewhere.
It's locked. Miss Quinn must be in there. What on earth is she up to? The door is locked. I want to know what's going on in there. I'll have to check back later.
Oh. That's weird. Now she's room 14. Did I explore her room before? Let me make sure, because now I know where she's at. Did I explore her room before? Room 14? Because now I can't remember if I did. I'm pretty sure I did explore her room before, but just to double check. So 16... 15. Maybe I didn't explore her room. But now we have time. A little bit. We don't have a lot of time. She has poetry. She has drawings. She has stationery. She has a book that's been read many times. She has a journal. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I'm close to my goal? The answer feels so near. Down the next corridor, behind the next signal. I must keep searching. What I seek is at the seance. Maybe that's the dream's message. So she's being haunted by dreams too. She just hasn't said anything, but... I don't care about the clothes. Nothing in the trash can. She has a brooch containing a lock of hair. It says Alexander Quinn, 1865 to 1896. That's interesting. Mementos of dead deceased family members. Oh, wow. That's creepy. More photographs memorialize the dead. She has a lot of death around her. Before I look at the locket, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. She says clothes. grimoires, most of them printed, one in Miss Quinn's hand, and all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. It seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and a handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. I don't know. She has a lot of dead people's pictures. The Quinn family seems to have a lot of death recently. Wonder if there's any of them left. Yeah, who does she have left, sir? You have so little. I'm not trying to be nosy, but you just don't seem to have a lot left. Oh, I looked at the book already. Is that what she wanted me to learn about her? Was it there's a lot of death? She has a locket. A locket with two names etched in the framing, Alma and Julia. There's a photograph on either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. Potentially. Unfortunately, I didn't learn much about her through this. Or at least not that I didn't already know. Now, look, according to the timetable, we have the masked ball at 9 o'clock. I think we should at least go to the masked ball at 9 o'clock. Let's push the clock forward. It's only 3 minutes, but... Okay. Let's make sure It's getting late. I should return to my room and freshen up for the ball. I can pick up my investigations again once it's over. Well, I actually want to go to the ball.
Okay. Well.
At this point, I'm not...
You clean up well?
Not really worried about how I look.
I'm starting to see why I was offered so much money to come here. There's something very wrong with Blake Manor. And it seems Miss Dean's disappearance is only a small part of it. Do I continue? So much of what I've seen today is far beyond what I've ever thought possible. Every minute I spend here among this devilry, I risk losing my grip on reality. If I haven't lost it already. I could just leave. After all, I've been paid a deposit that will keep me ticking over until the end of next year at least. I could just leave and save myself. And damn Miss Dean and this cadre of magicians to whatever hell they brought upon themselves. No. I need to see this through. If not for Miss Dean, if not for the guests here, then at the very least for the staff forced to work here. And anyone outside these grounds who could be harmed by whatever demonic work is in motion here. My soul is tarnished enough as it is. Helping these pagans will hardly change what's waiting for me in the next life. Whatever's coming next, I pray I have the strength to face it. I'd better get going. At this rate, I fear I may be the last person to the ball.
Okay, we're gonna hustle. I know I'm a little late, but... I mean, it's a 2-hour ball. How... what were we expecting? Oh, Mr. Varley. Is this the ball?
Ah, Mr. Ward, our final attendee.
My apologies. I was delayed in getting ready.
Of course, sir. There is no need to excuse your time to us. This is, however, a masked ball, sir. If you have not brought your own, we can provide one.
Please, I seem to be underdressed.
You've no idea, sir. Sorry, Mr. Varley, sir. Not my place. Anyways, here's your mask, sir, and some champagne for the toast.
You may go on through, sir. I'm sure the others are eager for your arrival.
My thanks.
Gentlemen, ladies, let me once again welcome you to Blake Manor. I am honored to have you at this event. It is one's duty to the household and family to look forward to the future, to make decisions that strengthen the land and line. But it is also important to take some time and look back. secrets, not through storytelling or nostalgia, but through the literal visitation of my forebears. None of which would be possible, of course, without the talents of the renowned Carmela Mantovani.
Thank you, Marquis Blake. You are too generous, for I am but a humble guide. It is all of you shall do the work. Tomorrow night, when the veil is thinnest, our collective psychic forces will pierce through. Finally, we will speak directly with one of the dead. Absolutely, definitively beyond question. No medium, no spirit boards, no automatic writing. Finally, conclusive proof on the end of life. Their transition into a state of unlife. What they know of any forms of afterlife, and where the known ghost spirits go. But that is for tomorrow, see? Tonight, we celebrate. Perhaps preemptively. But after the event tomorrow, we will be trained, shaken, and, no doubt, changed by the revelations learned. Let us toast the end of our own ignorance, the birth of a new us, and the start of a new world of deeper spiritual understanding.
Come, friends, let us raise our glasses. To Miss Mantovani, and to knowledge.
Okay. Oof, not the headache. Are we turning into a monster? Are we tripping? This is why you don't drink the Kool-Aid. Where are we?
Where am I? What was in that drink? Have I been drugged?
What the hell is happening here?
Shh, Declan. They're listening.
I can't let on that Hey, I know her.
Hey, I know you.
Do we know her? Where do we know her from? Is she the washerwoman?
Why do you keep doing that?
She shouldn't do that. That's not normal. What have they given me? Right, I feel like you've been drugged. Oh, I don't know what direction to go. These people have no face.
Contains the heart of a magician. I am convinced it is here. I can feel it now, calling me. I can almost see it.
That might be the substance you took.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I can't go back. Where am I supposed to go?
You'll share them? Any routes you find?
I suppose I don't see a reason not to. Good evening. How are we finding the celebrations?
What
were you talking about?
Issues of enlightenment, liberty, the innate right of humankind to be free and see reality.
And to go where they want to go, both physically and ethereally.
Exactly.
Oh, I can go 2 different paths.
Do any of you have a gift? The sight or something else?
No. I'm very much an outsider here in that regard. That regard and others. Oh, I'm trapped. I want to know what any of the touched are seeing in the midst of all this. You?
I sometimes see things that are not there. I'm not sure if that's because of this place or whatever that drink was.
And you?
I don't understand your question. I see nothing that I don't normally.
Perhaps another glass then? Oh, my hands. They feel so tingly. Did you see that?
I'm seeing a great many things right now. Which do you mean?
Well, yes. Some of it seems more real than others, no?
I spoke to God a few moments ago. I'm sure that was real.
Which God?
And what did they say?
These people are... I don't know. Not sure if what I'm supposed to make of these conversations.
Going to plan, Marquess? I believe so. But really, I'm only providing the space. You will need to just put in this amount of value with the staff to be sure.
Of course, of course.
Very cryptic.
No, I've not had much luck here.
Who are you talking to?
I think the spirit. Personal matters.
I think I'm going to throw off. Here, take this. I think it's a vase or a hat. It does not matter.
What is going on? I need to stop. Can't let them get away. I don't think I'm in any position to help anybody. Not in this situation that I'm in. We're drugged and loopy and like barely hanging on, so we're underground somewhere. They must know we're following them, because there's only us down here. Oh, they trapped us. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way you didn't see that coming. Where are we going?
Declan, why did you let it happen?
I tried.
Is this about our brother, or? A mask. It must have fallen off the kidnap back, and there's something stuck inside, a long red hair. Is that the doctor? I don't know what's going on. There's only a few people with long...
I can't let them get away.
I'm trying not to, but we're literally outside at the garden. What's up with that? I mean, we're on a chase from, like, crazy. We literally chased them through the house, through the garden, through the hedge maze. Oh, Lord. Not the hedge maze.
There.
They're probably going to chuck her into the well. They don't want her to stop the... They don't want her to stop the seance. And I know she was one of the biggest people against the seance. So... You can hear that man clinking. Dang, we're like deep into those. Oof, what is that?
Where did they...
What is that?
What on earth? The entity! It towered over the kidnapper. Twice their size at least.
I mean, there's nothing we can really do. I'm not going in there.
Is that a portal of some kind? It is pointing at the portal. As if it wants me to go there, or wants to go itself, but cannot.
Girl, I don't really want to go through the portal. Oh, Lord. I like how the whole night is over. So it's time for church. Which I do want to go.
Oh, my head. What did they give me?
Okay. Well, let's...
Was any of last night real? It was clear I wasn't the only one who took something. Nor was I the only one caught by surprise. But it did seem to be part of the celebration. What is wrong with these people? I should go back over the chase in my mind. See if I can learn anything that could guide me onwards. That giant figure. The one that led Miss Dean through the grounds. It wanted to go through that portal but couldn't. Why?
Okay, well, hold on before we get... I do want to go to church. I think I need to go to both in order to fully understand what happened. Okay, so in Mysteries Under the Chase, we saw kidnapping, we saw a shadowy, we saw a lot of stuff, but I descended into the catacombs as I chased the kidnapper through the Well, now I'm not sure because I don't really know what we saw. It was more of a secret doorway than a... Okay.
The culprit took advantage of everyone's inebriated state last night to kidnap one of the other guests.
They used knowledge of a secret door and secret passages under the manor to get their victim out of the ballroom.
We lost them in the maze, not far from where Miss Dean's trail went cold, where I found the petals and the sigil. Can all of this teach me anything useful?
I mean, they have knowledge of the grounds. Or they weren't a guest and they snuck in.
The only way they could have known about the door in the catacombs is if they knew the grounds. Either from working here, knowing the place in some other capacity, or having access to plans.
Yeah.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Okay. So we can form a hypothesis about the haunting. So the manor is haunted by a shadowy figure whose name is... And they want to return to... I'm not sure where they want to return to. Through the portal. So that makes sense. We're guessing the name of the person they want to return to. I guess it's this? Okay.
A god lives here. Or is trapped here, perhaps. And he wants to return home. To Tirnanog, through a portal located somewhere on the manor's grounds. Has the seance awoken it? Or is it stopping him from leaving? Or are the two events linked at all? And what would all of this have to do with
Right, because
Miss
she
Dean?
really had nothing to do with that. It doesn't feel like... We finished that. But the problem is we didn't... Oh, we got even more stuff now. So we have a missing person. We need to figure out who wore the skull mask, and is she... Was it her or was it her nephew? And then for the basement, we need to be there at noon. We just have such a time. I want to go to... Ooh, what is that? What is this? An invitation to lunch with Marquez Blake at 1 p.m. in the dining hall. Interesting. We kind of need that because we haven't got a chance to meet him at all, I don't think. I want to eavesdrop here.
Have you seen Dara? He's meant to have been helping me move some supplies into the basement all morning. Once the delivery arrived, he's buggered off somewhere.
I don't... Maybe the service in the church?
Oh, he's holy all of a sudden, is he?
Maybe?
Maybe.
This event is bringing out all sorts of strange behavior in people.
Look, whatever she got you into, just... be careful.
Thanks for the concern, Seamus.
Whatever. I better get back to the stables. Can't leave the basement door just sitting open like that.
Okay, so they just ducked off. Unfortunately, I'm in a terrible position. I wanted to see the church. Where is Mass being held? Where is the church? It's an undiscoverable map location. Oh, it's out by the gardens. I want to go and see who attends, because a lot of people claimed to be religious, but I don't know that all these people are. I don't want to stay for the whole thing, but I do want to stay for a period of time. I like that Mr. Hunter is just missing. He just doesn't exist here. Just interesting. Oh, why are you out here?
Yeah. If I'd known you were here, I would have made my excuses much earlier. You could have told me.
And what excuse would you have to come to a place like this, lass?
A fervent desire for more rain.
Well, that might have done it. But I thought maybe it would be best to let you get along with things, and you've done well at it seems. And not that I haven't missed you. It's good to see you. How are things back home as it goes?
Oh, well, Johnny got married last spring, and Mother's got plans for Cecil. Though he's doing what he does best, and avoiding that at all costs. He'll come round to it. But he's usually in Edinburgh, not home. So these days, when I am home, it's only me and Mother and Father. We have a new stable master, of course, but I don't like him half as much as you. Neither do the boys, I don't think.
That would be hard if you did, love. But, how are you these days with the under Sherlock?
I do alright, I think. But they still don't know what to do with me. That's why I spend all that time in London these days. They don't know of the tradition like people back home. But at least there are all these people that like to hear about it.
That's quite the collection of the people attending this thing or anything to go by. Speaking of the like, how are you, lass? With your sight?
I wish I could say. But still, it's not back. And if it is, it's too blurry to see. Hard to think I would miss it, but it doesn't feel right not to have it either.
All being as it should be. It'll be better soon.
So they know each other.
Mr. Wall.
Was there a staff meeting on Tuesday evening? Well, Mr. Varley had a sit-down plan with myself and the housekeeper. I got out of it of a count in the stall door that needed fixing. Afterwards, Mrs. Joyce was complaining about something or the other that he said. Wasn't anything of note, mind you. She just likes to complain now and then. Okay. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you now? Well, it wouldn't be good just lying about. It needed to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least I imagine how these things work. I overheard a conversation about one young lady looking for a suitor here. Have you heard anything about it? If I did, Mr. Ward, I wouldn't say so. No good having the staff gossiping about the guest. But that said, the young lady has my best wishes. Brave girl. There are tunnels beneath the house. Catacombs, really, filled with skeletons. No, there can't be. I know something like that. I've been working here for years. I wouldn't have missed it. How can I miss that? I'm wondering, does this riddle look familiar to you, Mr. Hunter? I don't know. Well, there's 4 statues in the garden, one for each season. Not a bad place to start looking, I'd say. You'd think me a madman for asking, but have you ever seen a portal on the grounds? A portal? Like a window? Of sorts. A portal to another... How do I put this? If you mean to say a portal to another world, then no. I've never seen nothing like that in my time here. But if you saw one or think you did... I believe it. This place has secrets for sure, and it's selective about who it shows them to. Can't say I was expecting a party like that. I had the impression Master Marquez Blake was rather austere. He normally is. I don't know what possessed him to agree to it, let alone see it all arranged. I never had the impression I knew him all that well, but it seems I know even less than I thought. Okay, so he was a wealth of knowledge in a way. I want to see what the church is. I'm a little late to service, but that's fine. We've never had access to this before. Where is the chapel?
The distinction is, to be particular, that archaeologists study physical objects, but much of it is found buried, yes.
And that is where you found those jars for me?
In short, yes. But I was on the hunt for something else. A vase.
Oh?
Over 100 years ago, a vase was unearthed from an unidentified tomb in what used to be Nubia. It was found with the canopic jars. It took the place among the set of the jar that would have held the entombed's heart. And yet, it was empty.
Rotted away?
No. There are mummified hearts that have lasted thousands of years. And the jar was still sealed. The jar, a vase, really, contained only wood ash.
And whose tomb was it?
It was unmarked. Unknown. Likely, whoever was buried there wished to be unknown. Or forgotten. I think it was the real final resting place of Nectanebo II. His royal sarcophagus was never used. He fled after defeat by the Persians and ended up in...
Nubia?
Yes, exactly this. Notably, he was considered to be a powerful magician.
So you suspect the missing heart is related to that?
I do not think the heart was missing. I think perhaps it was destroyed in some ritual of his. Truly, I do not know. And the vase was taken, making it hard to study.
Any idea who pilfered it?
Thanks to our Miss Dean, I now know the last documented person to have had the vase. Bernard Blake, a great-granduncle of the Marquess, though he never held the title himself.
And do you think your vase, it is here?
This is where my trail ends, so I'm hopeful. But I have searched this place as much as I can. There is only the basement and the residence.
Well, good luck to you. If I can help, I will. I am indebted for the jars.
No. That favor was paid for many times over by Evelyn in getting me this close. May her kindness to us both be repaid by her imminent return.
I hope so.
Okay, so we learned a lot there too. Let me not miss this service.
Now, before we continue today's service, I wish to discuss this grand seance you're all here to attend this evening.
I'll stay for a while.
A word of caution on the whole affair. There is certainly a temptation in this world to search for answers that seem beyond us. I understand that the loss of a loved one, for example, can compel a person to seek truths in unusual ways. But the Lord does not set upon our shoulders more than we can bear. And if there are truths to be found, He will lead us to them. If there are questions we need answered, He will provide those answers. And if the questions remain unanswered, He means it to be so. We must have trust in the Lord. We must trust that He will lead us to where we need to be. I implore you to keep this in mind as Halloween passes and we bring in the dawn of All Saints' Day. And I will pray for you all, that your better nature and your faith prevails, where it might otherwise waver. Marquess, please, be reasonable.
I should follow him.
Okay. So going was a good thing. We needed to see that. We haven't had a chance, I don't think, to talk to him at all since we've been here. So this is our first time putting eyes on him. He looks exhausted, and he looked like he's been exhausted for a very long time. An open, straight stance, as is common with the gentry. Although he might hide it, he's keeping a close eye on the time. There's a troubled look in his eyes. Yeah, he's exhausted.
A new guest. You would be Mr. Ward, then. I am the Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. A pleasure.
You have the better of me, sir.
No, not really. I know nothing more than your name. That is why I invited you to lunch today, to meet you before the seance later. I do hope you will attend.
Thank you for the invite, Marcus. I certainly hope to see you there.
Well then, Mr. Ward, welcome to my home and to the grand seance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
Oh, what's your timetable? Anything interesting planned for today? The silent dinner and seance enough for you, Mr. Ward. Certainly they'll keep me busy much of the day. I'll make time for Mr. Coventry's talk, however. It's always interesting to hear an outsider's perspective of one's home. Forgive my discussion of money at a time like this, but surely Mrs. Montavani's talents could not have come cheap. No, indeed, but for an event so important as this one, I will only have the best, and the seance is very important. Mr. Ward, have you not figured that out by now? The expense, the people, the distance they've come. It will be one of the most important nights in history. If you will forgive my forwardness, but I was not expecting a gala quite like the one last night. I assure you, Mr. Ward, neither was I, but these things, rituals, I mean, have, well, rituals. You mean to say that's part of the seance? Part of the preparation for it, yes. Tonight we perform the seance, but we'll be hurling towards it for some time now. With the ball, we cross one of our final thresholds, the point of no return. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, I've been trying to spend time with all the event participants. It's a suitable way to meet many at once. Do you know who all attended? Honestly, no, I could not name them, sorry. Do you happen to know any of the unusual rumors afflicting the Quinn family? You're asking about the curse, of course. The Quinns left Ireland before my time, but still have many holdings here. Something happened there, and a curse was put on them. I'm told they moved to England to escape it, but to no avail. They are still cursed to reach untimely ends, each one of them. There aren't many left. Miss Quinn is the one of the last. Did you personally invite Miss Dean to the Manor, Marquess? The only guest that was invited was Miss Montavani. Her name was enough to bring the rest. Miss Dean's late departure is frustrating enough without her being invited, frankly. Can you tell me anything about the Fae? I know the workers on the land leave out tribute to them and blame them when the crops go wrong. When a person goes missing, it's often blamed on them too, or when a child has an accident. Like an event like this, it must seem strange to your peers. Mr. Ward, I have no peers. This is my land and my coin. I'll make use of it in any way I wish. Let the babbling masses complain. It only serves to highlight how little they understand or dare to understand. Might I ask what actually caused the carriage accident? I suppose you might. It happened 3 years ago. Mary had taken the boy to Galford for a treat to see the boats. I suspect there was no reason for it other than her good heart. A storm came in that day quickly. The driver suggested they return to the Manor before it became too severe, but they left too late. The roads were muddy, the wind strong, a tree fell, and in his efforts to avoid it, the driver lost control of the carriage. It tumbled, and Mary, well, she was gone. The driver, bless him, managed to pull Walter out and carried him back to the manor. The driver succumbed to his own injuries a few hours later, bleeding out. No doctor could get here in time to save him. That's what happened on October 31st is as an irony not lost on me, though it's entirely coincidental. Does the name Wilhelmina Blank mean anything to you? Yes, my great aunt of mine, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall much about her. She disappeared long before I arrived in the world. But yes, I do recall that she disappeared. We have a portrait of her in the lobby, I believe, and no doubt something on her in the library if you're interested. I heard of your late wife. My condolences. Thank you, Mr. Ward. You know it was a controversial marriage. Her family was not high enough status for my title. My Aunt Catherine, God rest her soul, was just glad I had married her at all. She felt I was too thrown into the hotel business. She was right, of course. After the hardship of the famines, I have felt it important to secure the family house and finances, but for whom, with no heirs? But then, if Mary had not come to stay here, we would have never met, and so the great wheel turns. Have you ever felt love, Mr. Ward? She unlocked me. It's how I would describe it. She is my everything. I'm so sorry, Mr. Ward. You'll have to excuse me a moment. Okay. Thank you. Now where were we? Are there any Blakes left? No, the manor was full once, the family larger, but now it's just Walter and I. No doubt some distant relatives exist somewhere, but I don't know of them. The numbers dwindled each generation, tragedy and marriage into other families. The west of Ireland is very remote. Once a woman has been betrothed, she rarely keeps in touch and is even less likely to return.
If you'll excuse me, Marquess Blake.
Of course.
It's actually good to talk to him because we don't know what we don't know. Seeing the now it makes it sound like the catacombs are right below us. I just don't know how to get in there. It's locked. So now we're back in this. Now the catacombs. Actually not sure. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. We investigated the fight. We confirmed almost everyone's statement. So it's like, I don't know. I need to go back to the... Are they talking again? Oh, no. Okay, it's the same conversation. Sorry. I thought it was something new. Okay. My apologies. I thought it was something else. Okay. We're gonna go probably back inside. I might look at the library really fast because I didn't get... There's a cigarette burn on the armchair. It looks to be a reasonably fresh burn. So that kind of confirms what he said, which is that he had a cigarette in the library. So it's still not clear if he did or didn't have it. We don't know if he fought with her. That's the only alibis we don't really have. Is O'Mara's... This one's inconclusive. About the cigarette burn, I'd have to ask because I'm not 100% sure. Mrs. Quinn is not in here, so that doesn't help me at the moment. Let's Let's go back to the atrium. I'm gonna try to get into the basement. I don't have a ton of time though. I need to go out through the stable. Where is the stable? Now there's the doctor again. Oh, Doyle. I thought there was a delivery. Do you know anything about the cigarette burn other than a cigar? It must have been recent. I don't recall it there last week. I haven't been in there much. Maybe someone else can help. Wouldn't have expected the Manor to put on a party such as that ball. They act so high and mighty, these people, but there's not much difference between them and us. They just like to pretend there is, that's all. Was that good? It was a new experience, if nothing else. Ah, look, you saw whatever was added to the wine scene to kick things off for sure, at least. Do you know anything about these catacombs? I've heard they exist, but I haven't been able to find them. Wait, how do you know about those? Wait, how did I know about them? For a moment, a real want to know crept in me, but it's gone again. Odd.
I'll leave you.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to get to the basement. Now you're out here again.
Mr.
Do you know anything about the cigarette burn? Normally when I tell someone to pull back on their drinking or smoking lest they cut their life short, I don't mean it quite literally. Thankfully, Miss Quinn caught Mr. Scarrett fall asleep and caught the cigar before it caused more damage than it did. I thought I was being summoned to check the old coot's health, but they wanted me to replace him at the bridge table instead. Okay, so he pretty much confirmed it then. Can't say I wasn't expecting a ball quite like that one. Me neither. Thankfully, I got a whiff of the drink and knew something was off. Since they altered one's mind state, knowing you've taken a hallucinogenic can lead to a very different experience than not knowing. You didn't take it then? That is not what I said. So you did take it. Well, now having confirmed he did smoke in the garage, or not the garage, but in the library, the only person who doesn't really have a connection, we got to confirm Mr. Varley's statement. So we have Varley, Hunter, and Elmira. Might have fought with her. They're the only three, though. Now for the basement, I don't know how to get to the basement. I have to find another way down there. And then for the missing person, we're still asking around about the skull mask. So, kind of in a bad way there. As for timetables, we have Catholic Mass in the drawing room. So we don't have a significant amount of time to... Oh, she's supposed to be head scrying right now. That's interesting. Well, if she's now well scrying, then that means she's disappeared, I guess. Let's go back to the garden. If we can. Because she's supposed to be head scrying, so... Or well, whatever, scrying. So she should be out here. Somewhere. Now, we already saw them with their little... situation that they know each other. He used to work for her family before, I guess. Okay, so into the hedge maze. I need a map. I'm not really sure where. Oh, the well is like way back there. It does look like she's okay then. I still don't know how to deal with her. I'm glad they gave us a Okay, we're still going straight. Now, they should be... How did I miss her? No, I'm going the wrong way. It should have been this one. Am I still going the wrong way? Yeah, I'm still going the wrong way. I'm trying to figure out... That's not where we're supposed to be going. Okay, so this is still not where I need to go. How did I miss where I was supposed to be? I'm just trying to get to the well so that I can... Okay, so she's not kidnapped then, because she's here.
Andiamo, little well. You show me nothing.
Don't go getting worked up about it now, or you won't get anywhere. Scrying is a delicate art. The mind must be relaxed, but focused. Not so easy. At least, not at first.
I am focused. I'm a magician, and a very good one. This should not be hard for me.
None of that. You're better than that, aren't you? Don't let pride cloud your mind. You're focused, perhaps, but on what?
My family, of course. Except... No. When I think of them, I imagine what these people would say of me. Leaving them as I did. But what choice did I have? A magician must glitter. Whatever mud she's born in, she must bloom and escape to survive.
You put too much on yourself.
Santo cielo, says she, carrier of woes.
Well, I'd rather carry woes than expectations. Sometimes we just need to put down the load, Carmela.
Oh, I see them. But I forgot how good it feels to see them. Cielo. Is that rain?
Well, she's alive and well.
Declan.
I found a red hair inside a fallen mask. Does that mean anything to you? Well, it's not mine if that's what you're asking. I wasn't at the ball. Oh, well then you're good to go. You weren't wearing a skull mask at the ball last night, were you? My dear Declan, it was not the ball. You wouldn't catch me dead at that thing. No offense meant, of course. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Well, look at that. I imagine you found it in a chimney or under a floorboard. Why are you poking around hard-to-reach hiding places is your own business, Declan. It's a simple charm. Needs to be close to the person it's targeting. Looks like it's meant to bind the magic user. Stop them from moving or hurting another person. That sort of thing. What can you tell me about Massilians? Well, that's the race of man who came to this island and battled the gods for the right to stay. Funny, we first fought them, then worshipped them, then we largely forgot. I like that more than worshipping the god that we all lost to in the end myself. My nephew was talking about this at 3 p.m. today. You know, you could do worse than go to that for more. What can you tell me about Tirananog? It's the home of the gods, Declan, and not just the gods. The fair folk are dead too. It's sort of underneath us, and it isn't, as is the way with such places. But there's enough of that coming and going as possible through passageways found at places of great power once the day is dark. Caverns or canairs of important people or dolmens. Significant way under, down, and through.
I'll let you take care now.
Okay. So now we know who our missing person is. So we need to investigate room 20. I'm going to save here because we always have so much to accomplish, but I wonder why they took O'Finn instead of taking her. I thought they were going to take her because she knows a lot about the seance and she was like very much against it. But I guess they don't care about that. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching.